You sound right because I'm a little further from the mic.
Yeah, that sounds all right. Let me get this going. Go live. Come on. Let's go. Boom. And
Kaboom!
welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the AIB Show. This is Imane.
And Dominic.
Yeah. It.
Extra soy in my thick one. Which one? Who do you want, bro? Pick one. If I
Bro.
shoot my shot, I'll hit one. Matter of time till I get them all ticked off.
So I know this song, and I don't know who that is, but I know the song because I told you I have like a British
You
hip
know who
hop.
this is then? Double O with the factory rims. Oh, you got to know that voice.
Is that Weez? I gotta know that voice. I don't know that voice.
Oh man,
Who that?
Little Baby.
You think I committed that dude's name voice to memory, guy? Come on, man.
Oh my god. And Central C.
Okay. Yeah, so I know the song, but I didn't know who sang it. Yeah. Since when you're on the British hip hop hype?
I've been.
Man, everybody been, man. You've been watching that. Yeah,
Stormzy.
That's it. You're out.
Dude
Kane,
from
you got Kano. Kano. That's
boy.
it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Oh, well played, son. Well played. All right.
What? Big Shaq.
Yeah, Big Shaq.
That
guy. I thought that guy would have kept going with something.
Oh, he did. He came out with something else this year.
Big Shaq did? Was it good?
Not like, I mean, you can never top that.
Was it good?
It's all right.
I mean, is it hype enough to listen to?
I mean, I never listened to it again.
Okay, so apparently not.
Yeah.
No, because the first song, even though it was a parody or whatever, that song was hype.
It was amazing.
The song was so everything about it,
Big
like the lyrics, the whole line. That song was hype as hell. You know, so is that. All right. What else you got going on, son? I've been out of town for a couple weeks, so I'm getting my bearings back.
You been watching Olympics? I'm guessing
That's
no.
cute. Come on,
I
man.
watch all day, every day.
Yeah, no, I have a job, and no, and even if I didn't have it,
Exactly. So stop.
The Olympics.
Stop.
Okay, first of all, I don't care about 99% of the sports in the Olympics.
I never do until the Olympics, but it's been amazing.
Don't care about any of them to date. And not only that, it's funny because I keep hearing people go, "Oh my God," people are like, they're so wrapped up in the flag, and the athletes are really proud to play for their country. I'm of the belief these athletes are really proud to play for themselves and just to show that they're the best in the world and not quote unquote.
No, a lot of them, of course. Whether it be
I'm not saying they're outliers. I'm just saying generally speaking. If I'm watching what's his face runner dude, I forget it who see, I didn't even watch in the 100 meters. What's his face who won? American Cat?
You did not watch the 100-meter finals?
No, I saw the replay. I saw what happened.
Oh my god.
You guys put it in the chat, son.
You didn't watch it?
Bro, I was in another country, son, with limited internet
Okay,
access.
the other country, the whole world is watching.
What part of the limited internet access you're not having me here? Man, my hotel room ain't had no TV, dog.
You said no. You didn't say no internet. You said limited
Bridget,
internet.
The hotel ain't got no TV. Internet was spotty, right? The hotel as a collective, forget my room. The collective hotel ain't got no TV.
Was this from your glamping trip to Guatemala?
No. So glamping and Guatemala did not go hand in hand. I just spent 2 weeks. I was in Montana for a week, in Guatemala for a week, doing stuff that Amit does not do.
Hold on. The man just said, "I got a job, son." Like, can't watch
That was a holiday. I just said I was on holiday before we started this. But no, and then I said even if I was on holiday, which I was, I would not be watching Olympics, which I didn't. I don't know why Gopal was talking about pickleball court. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. It's a very random comment, my youth. But no, I did the most non-Amit things for these 2 weeks, involving outdoorsy hiking stuff all day long, and might have to go buy hiking shoes, brethren. Stayed in some remote glamping, quote unquote glamping.
You need baby size hiking shoes?
Yeah, but they're expensive nonetheless. The benefit I get the size benefit of cost, but yes, still aggressive. You own hiking shoes, brethren? Did you know that there was hiking shoes that regular sneakers can't work for them things? Because I tried the regular sneaker thing and got burned, and I had to buy the hiking shoes. I didn't want to. But yeah, did my outdoor hiking, brethren, where like you're peeing in the woods and stuff and hoping bears don't get you? All kind of crazy. Let me ask you a question, right?
All right.
Do you know the difference between black bears and brown bears as far as what you're supposed to do?
Oh shit, I forgot. Yes.
What are you supposed to do?
Wait.
Obviously you don't. Black bear comes at you, what do you do?
One of them you fight, one of them you play dead. I
Correct.
don't remember. Oh, shit.
Which is which?
50-50 chance. I'm
No,
living.
that's my point. All right. So you be a dead man, just
Yeah.
like me. So let me ask you. Okay, so
no.
okay.
Brown bear you fight, black bear you pretend to be dead.
Flip, you racist bastard. No, you flip it. It's the other way around, right? Black bear, and you don't fight. First of all, don't fight bears. Anybody. What you're doing is you're making yourself seem big, and you get louder and stronger, whatever. And then the black bear will hopefully, go on his or her merry way. The brown bear, you'll play dead, right? But here's a catcher. The catch is there's a black bear that looks brown, and they call it a cinnamon bear. And I'm like, brethren, what you want me to know? Right? So I'm walking through Montana looking for bears every which way, not just me, all of us, right? Because I'm like, brethren, I don't want to play, like, even as quote unquote big as I can get, I ain't big enough to scare off no bear, man.
Yeah, but all you gotta do is be faster than the person beside you.
True, but then I got to, man, it could be my ride. Maybe they got the house keys. I got problems, man. You can't let them go down like that.
Yeah, the house keys.
The car keys, brethren, you can't let somebody go down like that, So it's tough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, brethren, it was different. You know what I'm saying? And then Montana, no, brethren, there's some camping outside in 30-some-degree weather and rain. Yo, man, have to use whatchamacallit, outhouse, brethren. Yo, rough times, dog. It's been an interesting couple of weeks, man. Almost drowned in a lake in Guatemala.
What do you mean, Joe? Do you not know how to swim?
Brethren, the boat nearly sank, my youth. And I mean, no hyperbole, brethren. Yo, imagine, brethren, there's a boat, right? So if you're in the lake in Guatemala, right? Which, by the way, when the weather is good, it's beautiful, it's pristine. It's something where you go and you turn off your brain and you live that good quality life. I mean, it's not good at that to start with. But when the rain come in, though, which it came in when we were trying to leave to go back to the mainland to go to Guatemala City to take a flight back to Miami. Virgin, storm comes in, right? You're on this boat. So first of all, the boat's got 4 rows under, like it's coming like a dinghy, but they put like a roof on top, right? Like a long dinghy. So imagine that, right? 4 bench rows, 8 bench seats, 4 people per, right? And the bow is open. You give them your suitcase, they put it on top of the little roof something, so the captain can technically see your suitcase. I can't see it, right? The boat is going up and down a ways that I'm like, yo, there's no way the baggage is under. It must fly off into the water, right? It's raining, so I cannot say land anymore. There's these little windows along the side. Water's coming in up to that level. So people in the back put on them life jackets and they're praying in Spanish. My girl is back there a few rows back. I'm in the front getting wet, like soak wet. And I'm like, there's no way we make this. We're done. I'm like, can I swim this? If the boat go down, can I swim and make it?
So you didn't put on a life jacket?
No. I mean, I don't think there were enough, actually. At that point, I was trying to cover my book bag, which was also wet because my laptop was in there and I had some stuff going. So I'm like, don't get wet. And then I'm like, my suitcase is on top, all kind of messed up stuff.
You took your laptop camping?
No, I was at a hotel prior to that. So yes. Took my laptop to the city. I mean, on the holiday because, again,
by the way,
work.
Your hair, proof to the audience, if anybody's watching.
That what?
That shit looks great.
You can see, exactly. It's always been.
No. It's when you go away for 2 weeks camping in the outhouse, drowning in Guatemala, you can't dye your hair.
No, that's no, ain't no proof. It's always been this way. See? Gray is every which way from all the beard flip of gray, all that stuff.
Speaking of proof or the lack thereof, you seen this boxer from Algeria?
No, I see some rumblings. Enlighten me. What's going on there?
Probably gonna butcher her name.
Don't even try. We know boxer from Algeria.
Imane Khelif from Algeria. And it's just crazy, from Trump to everybody just went off on these false claims that she was a man that transitioned into a woman, which is patently false. Never been a man. Grew up as a girl, has always been a girl, is still a woman. First of all, Algeria, illegal to be gay. They're not sending somebody who transitioned into a man to represent them, right? But it's just crazy this day and age. I think your boy Musk talked about it. Like, Trump literally said something like was a man, transition, kept calling her he. I mean,
because
it's
he's
just like,
a friggin' idiot, which we all know, right?
it's just
Not only that, but your boy Musk is even. It's first. I heard that story, and so I heard bits and pieces. I didn't know the full dynamics you're telling me right now, and it is just sad. Is the only word I can use to describe it. It's just sad and foolish across the board, right? And Musk is somebody who has gone from decent by way of things that he was trying to accomplish to just being a parody of himself and being somebody that I literally will do my best to avoid anything he touches, which is sad. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got great ideas and things like that, and he's just horrible, just abhorrent, like to the point where he is now like just everything he's doing now. Like, okay, so when he bought Twitter and made it X, right? And then reinstated a bunch of Twitter accounts of a bunch of people who are knownfully doing horrible things and making false claims.
mind you, I get suspended still, permanently suspended.
Well, I mean, you can't be spouting racist stuff on X, dog. It's just you shouldn't do that, Dominic. And so people doing all this stuff and all their things are back end thing, whatever. So obviously you have marketers or advertisers who are like, yeah, I'm not going to post a bunch of stuff on their site, right? So ad revenue's down. Revenue in general is down because all they have is ad revenue. So now he's suing them, saying that they are, in essence, it's antitrust what the advertisers are doing by not advertising on X, and in essence trying to boycott him overall, right? Because he said, well, he's in essence, I'm paraphrasing, something to the effect of, I tried to play nice and it didn't work out, so this is the next thing. So now I'm going to sue people into then being an advertiser on my site and claiming antitrust. Right? Now, there are a bunch of bigots out there who gladly advertise if they had the money. So I don't see why you can't just go after that market. There's always a market for somebody. But this is the next step, right? Is that, which is just sad, right? Then his second brain implant thing went successfully, good, bad, or otherwise, right? In the patient that he was trying to do. So I'm saying there's some good stuff that juxtaposes the horrible stuff, and I don't know how to play the game with that.
I don't know how to play the game. He's gone on a completely non-factual, like expression of disdain for DEI. And the irony of DEI, which I don't think a lot of these people realize, we're so against it, is the entire existence of white male superiority and progression has been their own form of DEI, whether it be nepotism, whether it be the good old boys circle. There are scores upon scores upon scores of incidents of white men getting jobs and positions who don't deserve it, right? Purpose of DEI, we're trying to get these people and we're trying to get them looked at and considered, and then do.
So you're trying to tell me Jared Kushner did not deserve a job in the White House?
So it's like
you're trying to tell me Ivanka Trump is not qualified?
These DEI rants. It's like, how do you think the whole structure of Wall Street in general and all this stuff? There's so many people who did not deserve these positions of power, these jobs.
But also, just to juxtapose this, by the way, it's not just white males, right? It's anybody who hires just what they know, right?
Yes.
In Jamaica, for example,
it's typically the white males that are most against this.
True,
yes,
but in Jamaica, for example,
with anything, yes.
Yeah, I mean, you have in Jamaica, which obviously where Dominic and I grew up, right? You have a bunch of Indian people who own jewelry stores, etc. And who do they generally hire upper managed positions, etc.? Indian people, right? So people end up sticking with what they know because that's just it. And you don't generally expose yourself to other things for a variety of reasons, but generally you feel comfortable with what you know, and that's what the whole DEI thing was trying to accomplish. And it got taken over, right? And marketed as something that it was not intended to be. And by no means was it ever intended to be hire people who aren't qualified just because they are somebody of a different. Exactly. There was never that, ever. Exactly. So just saying that is just ignorant all across the board, right? But that's why Elon, I can't support the dude across the period, just can't, which is so sad because I like some of the things he was doing. And I'm like, I can't generally give you any support. No, I'm not sure if you heard about what happened in the UK right now. So there are riots in the UK. People are literally going home. This is today when we're recording this. Companies are shutting down, sending people home, whatever, because there's against minorities, by the way, against Muslims specifically, right? There was a claim that went out that somebody who got, and I'm butchering this right now because I literally heard it right before this, and my mind is in a bunch of other things right now, but there was a false claim made on X, go figure, about an act, a murder or something was committed, and the person who committed it was a Muslim person, right? In accordance with whatever. First of all, not true, and caused the riot situation. The person who posted this, when I'm talking about accounts being reinstated, this was somebody who is known to have trafficked in false information of a racist and just pro-white dynamic across the board, and was been anti-Muslim forever and ever. Had his account suspended. Elon obviously did reverse that, and now there's riots and negative action in certain parts of the UK, of London specifically, going through this because of what this guy's posted and reposted and so on and so forth. And Musk, by the way, literally interacting with homie, right?
I've seen him do that.
Right, and so now you're giving this person's platform 200 million other whatever. So then I also say, by the way, if you actually follow Musk, like, I mean, what are you hoping to get? Like, you as a layperson? Like, I don't follow.
Yeah, but I know people that follow like Trump, don't like Trump.
See, but
Biden don't like Biden.
Yeah, I can't. Like, I don't see the value in listening to somebody who I find vile at any point. But that's me. I'm in the minority there, obviously.
Did you see Trump at the National Association of Black Journalists?
Why would you even ask me that question? Did I see Trump? Come on, what's wrong with you? Now, did I hear about it from a reputable news source that is not Trump? Yes, I did hear about his quote afterwards. But what's wrong with you? Did I see Trump do anything? No.
Oh my God. I honestly, I know how listen, you loathe him. I loathe a lot of them. I don't know how you can see what happened. You should watch it. It's like a 2-minute clip of just see what happened and say to yourself, this is a sane human
stable person. Yes.
Stable person. Yes.
Hold up. But okay. For the 4 people listening, what exactly happened? Because I heard snippets, but I'm going to butcher it because I heard
he's the mean journalist. He's the mean journalist in general. We've seen this. He's the mean black woman journalist, and he's on stage, and one of the journalists asked him a question about that, and he's like, "You're so rude. You don't even say hello." There was a delay for it starting because he refused to allow them to fact check live anything he would say, right? Because we know he lies.
Yeah. No.
And he just refused to answer the questions, just typical deflecting and saying, journalists are rude and how dare they, and I'm the one for the blacks, blah, blah, blah. Just typical Trump craziness.
But then didn't he go after Kamala? He's like, is she Indian? Is she black? Is she this, she that? Like, he made that whole claim too?
Yeah.
But
it's like what he did with the birth with Obama. Basically saying she never identified as black before.
But But
then people come with articles that say, like, see, it said she's the first Indian, senator. This because guess what? She can't be the first black because she wasn't the first black. She was the first Indian one. That's why it says that.
But what is the reception? Because again, I didn't see it, nor will I. What was the reception of the black journalists that were there? Like, how were they? What was their take on what was happening as was happening? Was there?
I don't know what the crowd was because they didn't pan to the crowd, but there were 3 journalists on stage. There was the one who's on Fox News. I think her name is Harris, or I recognize her. There's 2 others I didn't know, but the one who kept pressing Trump, she wasn't backing down, and he didn't like that. How dare?
But did he make any statements? Like, okay, put it this way: did anything he say come off? Would anything if he said, again, this is your opinion, it's not fact, come off positive towards black people? You saw, I'm just saying what you saw.
No.
Okay, so
again, he came with the whole taking black jobs, the immigrants.
That's where he went with this. That's where he went.
Whatever black jobs the immigrants are.
So all right. So he.
And the funny thing is, somebody said, "Oh, why do we need immigrants to do these jobs? Who did these jobs for hundreds of years?" I mean,
who said that?
This guy runs this app, this real conservative app. Can't remember the name of it. He's like, who did these jobs for hundreds of years? Well, I wonder who did them for hundreds of years.
Oh no, I thought somebody may have said it at the conference and be like, "Oh my God, you cannot be more tone deaf." So his goal there was to ingratiate himself to black people. Was that the intent?
Who knows? Yes, that must have been the goal.
But then to go after somebody who was half black, that's an ingratiating term?
Yeah.
Ingratiating position, I would take? All right, I'm at a loss. But okay, sorry. Anyway.
So
what else is going on?
His VP pick. You see the
Yeah.
stuff with the couch? Evidently, he pleasured himself with the couch.
Amazing. First of all, he wrote it. That part I did hear. That part made it all the way wherever I was. That part I heard because it's hilarious. There's so many memes going on in general, but also, like, that alone should be your entire position against this man. It's like, bro, you had sex with the couch and you wrote about it. Period. We're done. Whatever you say, I don't care about. You sex the couch, and you wrote about it in your own words. There's nothing out there, right? And the person who picked you as their VP knows that you sex the couch and thought you're still the right person. So I question both of you.
Yep.
I mean, that should just be the entire position. Anything else you stand for, you sex the couch and you wrote about it. I can generally say, pretty much anybody I know, sex in a couch, no, never happened. I can make that blanket statement.
Yeah.
Right? Never sex the couch, never sex the pie, never sex any of these things.
Pie?
American Pie.
Oh, American Pie. All right.
Come on, man. Right? Pie. This is where you draw the line. Couches are okay, but pies are right.
Yeah, exactly. See, then we have a time crunch. We never finished. Back to the Olympics. Transgender athletes. What are your thoughts?
This one actually gets me. It actually does, because I don't have. I can see the genetic difference between two parties, right, as it relates to that, and see that as being pro or con depending on which dynamic went to which one, right? Like having a person transition to a male swim against born males, right? I would assume be difficult, not as a medical doctor or whatever, and vice versa, right? So that part is where I'm a little caught up. Doing whatever you want, I'm fine with, but I think there's certain things that just you have genetic.
I think it's more the opposite. That's.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Both ways. Yeah, problematic. Yeah, because that gives you a quote unquote advantage. Yeah. Right. And I can get that. I don't have kids, and I don't have this dynamic, but also I don't love sports, and oh my god, the nerd. I don't care. So I'm not that dude who is hell bent one way or the other. Like I don't really care about sports like that. Right.
Yeah, I think, and I do care about sports, and I think I'm also.
And you have a kid, plural.
I don't have a strong opinion. It's one of the few things I don't really have an opinion. That's the thing. I don't know.
It's weird. Like, I mean, I get the concern where it's not fair, so to say, necessarily. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean,
if this boxer was actually, which is false,
a
man, right? It's not fair.
Agreed.
You know.
Now, I'm not trying to say that there are women who can kick my ass across the board, right, and vice versa, kick males' asses across the board in general terms, right?
In general, regardless,
right? And so there are things where it's irrelevant what gender you are. There's certain sports I feel there's some general relevance, but then other things that, quite frankly, to your point, if you are, if there's outliers to everything, I guess is my point, right? So it's very hard for me to go one way or the other on that. Now, but I can see people's problems with it. I really can. I can see people's problems with it, and I see that could cause some conflict and consternation within the sports arena specifically. Beyond that, don't really give a crap.
Oh yeah,
but it extends beyond that. That's why I'm saying
it's the left, it's Democrats that are pushing the agenda to.
But it's never been pushed
to have people transition.
It's never been. Hold up, who wants to what?
That
also gets me. It's like, oh, there's a mandate out there. Show me the article going, hey, please transition. Like, what are you talking about? Like, where's this lunacy coming from? And lunacy is the right word. There is no mandate in that really. It's just, hey, if this is your game, Godspeed. But again, I can see the conflict with it.
My understanding is that in sports, even in high school, there's so few instances of this in general.
No, it's a straw man.
Minuscule.
It's a straw man.
Right. So it's
well, I'll put it to you this way.
Such an outlier that is it really even relevant?
I'll put it this way. Forget sports dynamics. How many people do you know as an individual?
Exactly. I don't.
I know a lot of gay people on either side of the spectrum. Exactly. I don't know a lot of people who've transitioned. I just don't.
Right.
So my point is,
then you break that down into even smaller group of.
That's my point.
Sports.
It's a straw man. It's literally straw, and I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but it's a straw man argument. It's just, I need something to fight about. That's what I'm going to fight about. Did you a whole different tangent? You saw Deadpool yet?
Yes, loved it.
Pretty. See that was awesome. All across the board. That was a solid film across the board, right? Did you even get half the references? Because I know you're not a movie guy, like a thorough.
Of course, that was the reference to the other things there. We call it the fourth dimension, not the fourth, the outer, whatever. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying, Richard.
This guy, man. Man, if I could, just gonna cut that clip right there because that was
It was
perfect.
great.
Yeah,
It was great.
it's called the fourth wall. First of all,
And
and
spoiler
yes.
alert! Spoiler alert! Don't listen. The non-Captain America appearance was so amazing.
Did you remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so amazing.
That was awesome. That was awesome. It was perfect. It was all the subtleties you'd want, and then it happened, and it was perfect. It was pretty. The movie was awesome. If you haven't seen it, go see it. That movie was really it was worth all the hype.
Good music. Also funny.
Yeah.
Forgot to talk about this. Corey Harris, Michigan, driving a suspended license.
I'm sorry. Who's Corey Harris? Let's start there.
Just a guy. Corey Harris,
Okay.
Michigan.
Okay.
Late 40s, driving a suspended license. Had a suspended license. Had a court hearing for said suspension of license, a Zoom hearing.
Oh, I did see this. Yeah, the Zoom hearing. Yeah.
Driving. The attorney, the judge, everybody's like, "Are you ready?" He goes, "1 second.
I'm just
pulling into the spot. 1 second, judge." He's driving, and the judge is confused. This guy Corey is live with the camera on Zoom, driving. Pulls in. He goes, "Okay, just parked. I'm ready to go." The judge says, "I'm confused. Does this man have a suspended license?" They say, "Yes, Your Honor." He goes, "I'm just very confused how he was just driving." And we saw him driving, and Corey's face went from, he was so jolly and happy.
He was so like positive. And then it's like, "Yo, dog, you're going."
The fear and you look like you wanted to cry because the judge said you have 24 hours to turn yourself in.
I mean, this guy's a level. I mean, just the level of idiocy. First of all,
plot twist came out even worse. He never had a license.
So it wasn't suspended license. He had no license.
He had no license, right? But he got it. He got a traffic stop, and they said he was suspended from driving. Regardless, the man shouldn't be driving. He's showing all he had to do. He even just had to take his face off. Just do something.
But not only that, if you were first of all, if you're going to court, if you have a court hearing, number one, be on time, dog. Don't tell the judge to hold on. That's never going to work on your favor, right? So even if you were driving, pull over ahead of time. Give yourself some minutes. Give yourself a proper beat, and then get on there. Secondly, isn't driving while carrying a mobile or using your mobile phone probably also another conflict of interest and negative dynamic in many states, right? So you probably don't want to play that game either, especially on video versus just talking to somebody via your CarPlay situation. So yeah, a lot of nuancings here. They're pretty foolish across the board, but comedic nonetheless. In any event, I got to cut. It's been real. We will we'll talk soon.
Kaboom! Rate us, Spotify and Apple Podcast.
And and obviously Amit better than Dominic, but rate us however you'd like.
Yeah, insult me. I don't care. Tell him this guy stop dyeing his hair.
This guy said, "I don't care, bro." Ooh, okay, because that's gonna change the whole dynamic. Yeah, okay. Now you know he's okay with it. You can insult his forehead. Sure.